Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Random Act of Kindness. If you are online, please signify. If you can see me, if you can hear me, if I'm audible, please signify. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Good morning, King Gary Tolulokpa Ogunyomi. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, everyone. Please, I need clarification. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Good morning, King Abubakar Sadiq. Good morning, everyone. Please, am I audible? I need confirmation, please, before we start the program proper. Can you, okay, can hear you. Thank you, Queen Sheu Haishat. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome to another episode of Random Act of Kindness. My whole name is Queen Adeyemi Adejoke Adebi, and I want to officially welcome you to this year 2023. This is my first time of handling the program this year. So I want to welcome us to this year. I pray this year shall be prosperous. It shall favor us in the name of Jesus. So this is 4G Community Impact Initiative. Our 4G stand for God. In everything, we put God first. We know He's the creator of everything. So without God, we are nothing. So we put God first in everything we do. And we encourage our member to set an achievable goal. Don't just sit there. Don't just stay idle. Set a goal for yourself. You have to have a goal. Though God have a plan for you, but what is your own goal? So set an achievable goal. Then work towards growing it. That is the third one. God, goal, grow, and glow. While you are working, don't forget yourself. We encourage our members to take care of their mental and physical health. That thing too is very important. Without good health, we can do nothing. So you have to take care of yourself. Glow. Take proper care of yourself. So I want to welcome us all to another episode. And the topic we're going to be looking at this morning is planning. Planning. When you hear plan, what does it mean? Why is planning important? In what area do I need to plan? Is it only when I want to venture into business or what? What areas do I need to plan? Last week, the Queen sister that anchored the program last week and the week before discussed prayer. Prayer is important, it's good, yes. Though when you are praying, you need to plan too. You don't just pray that God, I need this, I need that. What are your plans? What are your plans in order for God to bring those things you are praying for to pass? You are praying to God that God, I need to build a mansion. What are your plans to achieve that thing? God will not come down from heaven. He said He will bless the work of our hands. So you have to plan. You have to have something to be doing. Do something. Have plans that through this thing, I will grow to another step. Then prayer will work. So God, idle man praying. How will the prayer work? So you have to plan your life. So what do you understand by planning? I want us to share. Let's invite other members that are not online. Share it to the page. Share to as many groups as possible. Let them know that 4G Community Impact Initiative is live. I want to discuss something that is very important. Planning. Share it, tag our members, and I want us to press the love button as many times as possible. So what is planning? Yes, thank you, Queen Hidowu Toyin. Planning is very important. Yes, very important. What is planning? What is planning? Planning is the process of making plans for something. Is the process of making plans for something. You have to make plans for something. Then it means deciding beforehand what needs to be done. You have to decide beforehand. How am I going to cope with this thing? What is that thing that I want to do? You have to plan. Okay, what am I going to do with my life? You sit down, you plan what is to be done. What is that thing that I find interesting to do? Plan. It seems as if I am good in this area. This area, I am not that good in it. Sit down, plan. You look beforehand into something that is to be done. And when it is to be done, we look at what to be done, when it is to be done, how it is to be done, and who is going to do it. There are so many things that we want to do that is not you that we anchor it directly. You hire some people. So planning means sitting down, plan on what you have to do, when you will do it, how you will do it, and who is going to do it. That is what planning is all about. It chalk out exactly how to achieve a specific goal. You have set a goal. Yes, we all have. Some of us used to draw new year resolution. This is what I want to do this year. This is what I want. How well have you planned in order to achieve that goal? How well have you planned? Or you just said, by the end of this year, by December, I would have achieved this thing. How well do you plan? You don't, the plan cannot just come to pass itself. Your goals cannot just be achieved by itself. You have to plan how the goal will be achieved. Planning means thinking before action takes place. You have to think. Before action takes place, you have to think. Yes, tomorrow is not promised, but I will just plan. You know, tomorrow is not promised, is not sure, but you just have to have plan. Planning is the process of thinking regarding the activities required to achieve a desired goal. Thank you, Queen Adesina Bolanle Morenikeji. Yes, you have to think, sit down and think. How are you going to achieve your goal? Mapping out our aims. Thank you, Queen Adeyemi Adebukola Odumbaku. Thank you very much. You have to map it out. There is a verse in the Bible that talks about setting your goal. That is, you should write it upon a table. When you have a goal, write it down. Plan it very well. That is when you will be able to work towards it in order to achieve it. Thank you, Queen Charity Social Yajola Osho. Yes. Planning means thinking before action is taking place. You have to think. You don't just jump into something. You have to think. How am I going to do this thing? You know, we talked about what is to be done, when that thing should be done, how is it going to be done, and who is going to do it. So you have to think. Sit down, think. Okay, you want to start a business. How am I going to do it? Or should I just jump it because others are prospering in that business? That is what so many people are doing nowadays. If you come to our environment, you see so many people selling provision. Why? Because they see someone doing it. They don't plan. So you have to plan. If you didn't plan, you cannot achieve in life. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Queen Taye Fumi Lola Fomilayo. I'm so sorry. Planning is the key to a great and better tomorrow. Yes. Thank you, Princess Joy Hebube. Thank you very much for that beautiful contribution. It is the key to achieve and to have a better tomorrow. You don't just say, my prophet has told me that my tomorrow will be all right. I even dreamt that I'm going to build a mansion, be traveling here and there, have so many money. What are your plans in achieving that thing? You must plan. We must all know that in this life, planning is a must. It is either you plan to succeed, that is planning, or you plan to fail. There is a saying that says, if you fail to plan, that means you plan to fail. You have to plan. Planning is very important. So that is, it will help you to take a peep into your future. Yes, this is what I want to achieve. How am I going to do it? You will take a peep in that future that this is what I want to do, and decide in advance the way to deal with the situation, which we are going to encounter in the future. When you plan, you'll be able to map out some things that, okay, supposing this I face these challenges, how am I going to face it? Okay, supposing this thing comes my way, how am I going to tackle it? You have to plan. Planning has to do with how to do, what to do, and when to do, even who is going to do. There are so many businesses that it is not you that will venture into it yourself. You have to look for a person that is reliable. to anchor that business for you. You plan to achieve a better future. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm enjoying our contribution. You have to plan. You know, we used to have, when we were small, they asked us, okay, what do you want to become in future? And we are asking our kids now, what do you want to become in future? They say, okay, I want to become a lawyer. I want to become a doctor. I want to become an accountant. I want to become a banker. What steps are you taking in order to achieve that goals? Like I used to tell my daughter, okay, what do you want to become in future? She told me, and I said, okay, if you want to become this in future, then this is what you have to study. Even right from your senior secondary school, from SS, this is the class you have to do. And a lazy person cannot go to that class. So you have to work hard. You work hard. It's not when you get to the university that you begin to say, and I want to become this, and I was not told, though. So you have to plan the life of your children from their childhood. Plan. Ask them, okay, what do you want? What is that thing you find convenient to do? Work towards achieving it. Planning is the fundamental management function, which involves deciding beforehand what is to be done and when it is to be done. Yes, you have to plan very well. Our lives need planning, proper planning. And what are those areas in which you need planning? Not only when you want to venture into business, you have to, when we want to build a house, there is something they call building plan. They will say, okay, how many bedrooms do you want? How do you want your kitchen to look like? How big do you want your living room to be? Okay, how many restrooms do you want to have in your house? They will draw out the plan. It is that plan that they will give the bricklayers to work on. You don't just say, I want to build a house and you start. No, it's not done like that. You have to have a plan. And another thing is when you want to start a business, you have to plan very well. Plan. Even if it is possible, go and learn from those that are already in that business. You don't just jump into a business. If you jump in, you will jump out. So you have to plan very well. When you want to start a family, planning is needed. Don't just say, I'm old enough. I'm supposed to start my own family by now. No, you need plans. You need to plan. Sit your to-be spouse down. Okay, how do we want our family to be? Do we start rearing kids immediately we get married? Okay, how many kids do we want to have? How much space do we want to be in between them? You have to plan your life very well. Plan very well. There is something they call family planning. So you have to plan. You just begin to give birth like that. You have to plan very well. As a nation too do plan. That is what they will say, okay, this year, this is our budget for this year. And this is our budget for next year. So plan. I asked my daughter this morning, her career choice this morning, thinking ahead, what of if thoughts? Okay, I don't get this thing very well. I don't get this question very well. So as a nation, we plan. We have to plan. That is where, when they will bring budgets. So we too now, tomorrow we decide what our next 4 years will be. So that means we are planning ahead. How will our next 4 years looks like? So that is planning. If you want to like events now, we have event planners now. So you have to plan. If you have any event that is coming up, be it wedding ceremony, be it burial ceremony, naming, anything, birthday ceremony, you plan. So you have to plan. If you plan very well, that means the event will be well coordinated. And you have to plan your future too. There is something the teachers here used to call end well. That means they are planning for their future. When they retire, how will they be able to cope? So that is why they set out that program called End Well. Okay, if I retire now, what will I fall back to? So that is planning. So let's look at the benefits of planning. It reduces stress. Like now, if you want to have a ceremony, you don't plan very well, you don't have an event planner, the stress will be too much on you. So you have to look for a capable hand to plan your event for you so that the stress will not be too much on you. Okay. Okay. What of if thought is part of planning? If it does not work this way, try something different. Yes, if it does not work this way, you have to try something different. Even before going to the market to buy stuff, we need to plan, else one will buy all sorts of unnecessary things. Yes, I do write out list. If I want to go to the market, I will write, this is what I want to buy. I will even put the price, even if it will increase, the price will not be too much, so that I will not end up buying unnecessary things. You have to plan very well. So the benefit is that it will reduce stress. Another thing is that it will promote mindfulness. That means you will be focused. That is where plan B comes in. Yes, thank you so much, King Akinshola. If your thought, what you think, your thought does not work, then you have to have plan B. You have to work, okay, well, if this thing doesn't come out this way, then I will go this way. That is having plan B. So it helps you to achieve more goals. That is, if you plan very well, you'll be able to achieve more goals. And another thing is that it will provide a guide for action. This is what I want to do. You don't end up going in another direction. So you have to plan very well. Another thing is that it will make you happier. You'll be happy that, yes, I'm happy with myself. I set a goal, and if not 100%, I'm able to achieve 70, 80, 90%. You will be happy. And it states in advance what should be done in future. So it provides direction for action. It will give you direction for action. Planning will help you, it will keep you prepared. It will keep you prepared. These are some things that I may likely come in contact in future. These are some things that may likely come my way in future. So you will be prepared. It will help you to be prepared. You must remember that great plans are helpful. Although great plans are helpful, but they are not a guarantee to success. Great plans are not guaranteed to success. That is where prayer comes in. You have to pray that, Lord, these are my plans. Please help me. And I pray that the Lord will help us in the name of Jesus. Thank you very much for joining me. Before I go this morning, there are some people that once themselves data last week, and they are yet to claim it. I want to call our names out now very quickly. The number one is Queen Alake Onyelola. The second person is Queen Oyebola Adewumi, Queen Abigail Chioma, Queen Hijoma Cynthia, and Queen Suleyat Ademola. If you are online today, I want you to DM Queen Adeyemi Adebukola Odunbaku to claim your data. After today, that means it is gone. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. I appreciate our time. I appreciate our efforts in keeping this community lively. And as we always tell us, please help us to grow this community. Let's invite more members. Our target is 10K members for a start. Before the end of next month, please, I'm begging us, I'm imploring. That is the way that you can give back to this community. Help us to reach 10K members. Let's invite, let's share. And I pray that we continue to grow in every areas of our lives in the name of Jesus. And we use this medium to thank our Queen Mother. We want to appreciate your effort for everything you are doing. Good health in the name of Jesus. The Lord will keep you safe and sound. No evil shall befall you. The Lord will build around you edge of protection in the name of Jesus. And to our sponsors, to our admins, to our moderator, we say thank you for your efforts. So till next week, when we shall meet again on this same platform on another episode of Random Act of Kindness, I remain Queen Adeyemi Adejoke Adebiyi. Thank you so much, and I love you. Bye.